Hi, my name is Ashlyn, and I'm on a journey to own a mortgage-free home in the next 5 years. I've been creating videos on this channel for about 8 months, and I've gotten a few comments here and there about how I'm giving up a lot of my happiness just to save a few pennies. So I wanted to talk about that. Before we jump in though, I've made myself the goal of reaching 500 subscribers by 2024, and I am getting so close. So if you are not yet subscribed, but you are into personal finance and budgeting and living frugally, all that sort of thing, or you just want to follow along on my home purchasing journey to see if I can actually do it, then please subscribe and maybe share this video with somebody else who you think would like it. So I've set myself a pretty aggressive goal of owning a home free and clear by the time I'm 30, which gives me a little bit more than 4 years at this point. So it's a lot of work and sacrifice to get there. And I've spent a lot of time on this channel talking about those sacrifices, and because of that, I've heard a lot of other people's opinions about making those sacrifices. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but setting goals and seeing progress towards them and accomplishing them brings me a lot of satisfaction and overall happiness. I feel really good about myself when I do things like this. Because having a goal, or in most cases having multiple goals, makes me feel accomplished and like I have a purpose, something that I'm working towards. So that's just kind of the mindset that I have around goals, especially financial goals. The chase, the journey of reaching those goals is almost more fun and happiness to me than actually reaching the goal. But on a more materialistic, capitalistic train of thought, let's talk finding joy in frugality. I know a lot of people, and I have been told by a lot of people, that spending money on things like self-care and going to events, concerts, treating themselves with, gifts and things that they want, going out to eat, spending money on ways of finding entertainment, all of those things, they tell me that those are the things that bring them happiness. But when I really think about it, those material things are never going to bring you lasting joy and happiness. Don't get me wrong, I love all of those things, and I hope to be able to work more of those things into my budget as we progress in life and our income. But I also think it's important to keep in mind that those things are not the things that we need to focus on to bring us joy and happiness in this life. To me, joy is an overall feeling of contentment, and it kind of endures through the hardships and trials that come up through life, but it also connects with meaning and purpose, like I was talking about earlier. Happiness, on the other hand, is more of a fleeting thing. It's like when I go get my Starbucks in the morning and I see a concert and I bought myself that bag I wanted. Those things bring me happiness in the moment, but that happiness doesn't last much longer than maybe a day at most. In fact, when I was doing those things more often a few years ago and spending a lot of my money without really knowing where I was at with my finances, more often that happiness was accompanied with a feeling of worry and like a little bit of stress, because I didn't really know what was going on with my finances, or kind of how that was going to impact where I was at. So to me, my goal of owning a home is so much bigger than my temporary happiness right now. Yes, it would be nice to be able to just buy every single Christmas present I want to get for my daughter, or go get my nails done every month, or eat out every night that I feel like eating out. But those things are never going to bring me the same happiness and satisfaction that reaching this goal is going to. Accomplishing this goal would mean real security for my family. It would mean real confidence in my ability to do hard things. And it would point to real teamwork in my marriage, because this is a really hard goal to reach, and it's taking a lot of sacrifice and time, and it's kind of a struggle a lot of the time. But reaching it means that we know how to put our heads down and work together as a team to accomplish something that means something to the both of us. So if you're trying to find joy in living more frugally right now, think about your goal. Maybe you're living frugally because you have to, it's out of necessity. But if you switch your mindset to you're living frugally because you want to start to build a better life for yourself and your family, things like that, flip it in a way that is meaningful to you and is going to make you feel that sense of satisfaction and purpose and happiness as you make progress towards it. I said we were moving on from mindset, and then I jumped right back into more mindset stuff. So we're going to get into the real things that you can do now to find joy in living with less. The first thing is kind of a big one, and that's to take a look at the things and people that are influencing you. Is the content you're consuming, meaning YouTube videos or social media posts or books, is that making you feel like you need to buy more stuff or increase your lifestyle, or even just making you feel jealous in some way? Maybe it's the people that you are spending time with daily. Do they talk in a way that makes you feel like you're less than if you're not spending the way that they are, or doing the things that they are, or making you feel jealous because you aren't able to do those things? If that's the case, then think about ways that you can create more space between you and that influence, because it really does make such a huge difference in how you feel about your situation when you're constantly surrounded by these voices that are telling you you don't have enough. Another thing is gratitude. This is another big one. It makes such a difference, but we live in a world where consistent gratitude really isn't a big thing. It's not in, it's not cool, it's not practiced commonly. Most people aren't just going around and sharing the things they're grateful for. So it's easy to forget to be grateful for the things that you have. It's November, so if you're in the US, then Thanksgiving is coming up, and there really is no better time to start practicing gratitude in your daily life. If this is something that does not come naturally to you, then you can just set yourself the task of thinking of one thing every day that you're grateful for. You could write it in your journal, you could create a note on your phone, you could write it on a sticky note and put it on the fridge, you could create kind of a gratitude text with someone or maybe a group of people, or whatever it is that you need to do to help you to create this habit. Having that daily gratitude is going to make a big difference in how you feel about the life that you're living now, because you're noticing the things that make it great. Another helpful tip with this, when you are feeling like you need to spend money on something, or you're just feeling disappointed that you don't have the money you would like to have to spend on things, set yourself the task of thinking of something you're grateful for right in that moment. And that kind of takes away the edge from that kind of like pang of jealousy that you might be feeling. The third thing is to think of things that truly make you happy. Not the material things, but the things that really bring you joy that is lasting. This could be things like connecting with God, or being out in nature, or spending time with your significant other or your friends and family. Whatever it is that fills up your cup and makes you feel happy and content with your life, think of ways that you can include more of that in your life, how you can build that up in your life so that it takes up more of your time. Because when you're spending your time doing the things that actually make you happy, you're going to feel way less pressure to be doing things that just bring you that temporary happiness that then is fleeting. So those are the ways that I find joy in frugality in this season of life that we are in. I don't know how long it's going to last, that we are kind of pinching pennies the way that we do, but I am completely content and happy with where we're at, even with all the sacrifices we're making. So if you were going to leave a comment, tell me I need to stop pinching pennies, don't worry about it. I'm doing just fine. If you liked this video, please remember to subscribe, help me reach that goal of 500 subscribers by 2024. Give it a like, and I also am going to link a video right here on the screen that I think you're gonna like as well. And I will see you again next week for another one. Bye!